Welcome to Sunrise, first light for what's next on B2B revenue teams. Lots to cover today, so let's dive in.
Here's a fascinating fact to kick us off. Something like 95% of your thinking. It happens without you even knowing it.
Yeah, it's incredible. Your brain's constantly working under the hood, filtering, pattern matching, running emotional checks, all subconscious.
And yet, here's the rub. Most go-to-market teams, well, they craft their messages aiming squarely at that other 5%.
Right, the conscious logical part, the part that loves spreadsheets. It's a huge disconnect, really.
Absolutely. So that's our mission today, to really dive deep into that gap.
The gap between how we logically create messages.
And how people emotionally decide things.
Yeah.
And figure out how to bridge it in, every single message you send.
Okay, let's make this concrete. Think about some classic behavioral economics stuff, like Dan O'Reilly's Price of Zero experiment.
Oh yeah, the chocolate one.
Exactly. Lindt O'Truffle for 15 cents, or a Hershey's Kiss for just a penny, most people. They went for the fancier Lindt.
Makes sense, bitter chocolate.
But then he dropped both prices by just 1 cent, so the Kiss became free.
And so
Suddenly, everyone wanted the free Kiss. The logic of value kind of went out the window.
So the takeaway for GTM teams is buyers aren't just doing rational calculations.
Not primarily. They follow what feels like a no-brainer. It's about anchoring to that emotional upside, not just the mathematical ROI.
Got it. What else?
Well, there's the beer and balsamic one. Also, aerially, he gave students beer with a bit of balsamic vinegar in it.
Okay. It sounds weird.
It is. And if he told them beforehand what was in it, they hated it. Predictably.
But if he didn't tell them?
If he told them after they tasted it, a surprising number actually preferred it.
Wow. So expectations literally change the experience.
Profoundly. For GTM, this means your narrative, your positioning it, sets the entire stage for how value is even perceived. It's about framing.
Okay, one more.
The pain of paying. Think about getting a massage. Does it feel better to pay before or after?
Probably after, so you can just relax.
Exactly. Even if the price is identical, paying before feels worse. We feel the cost. And when we feel, it really matters.
So for GTM, don't lead with the price tag, lead with the transformation.
Yes. Let people feel the win, the value, before they start doing the mental calculation of the investment. Flip that usual sequence.
Okay, these experiments really hammer it home. We aren't selling to spreadsheets.
Nope. We're selling to stories, to expectations, and definitely to emotion.
So let's explore why this disconnect happens. Why do we keep writing for the 5%?
Well, most B2B messaging tends to be very structured, logical, specific. You could call it left brain thinking.
Why decisions are?
Emotional, metaphorical, holistic, much more right brain.
And why do we default to that logical, structured approach when we create messaging?
A few reasons, I think. One, structure feels safe. Logic gives a sense of control, clarity.
Makes sense.
Two, our training often rewards precision. We're taught to explain clearly, maybe not always to resonate deeply.
And third,
specificity feels defensible. It's clearer, less ambiguous, but clarity without any emotional pull, it can be pretty forgettable.
okay, so that's why we write logically. Why do decisions lean so heavily on the emotional side?
Because emotion signals relevance. We feel something first, then we justify it with logic. Emotion tells us what matters.
And stories.
Stories are how we make sense of things. Stats might inform you, but it's stories that really transform understanding and make complexity feel manageable.
Right, they stick with you. And metaphors.
Metaphors are like the brain's native language for translating complex ideas into something clear and memorable. Think hitting a roadblock or gaining ground.
We use them all the time without thinking.
Exactly. And if your message bypasses that metaphorical, emotional, story-driven part of the brain, well, you're missing where the real decision often happens.
So the opportunity here isn't to ditch logic entirely.
No, not at all. Logic still matters for justification, for proof, but you just stop leading with it.
Flip the flow then.
Precisely. Lead with the feeling. Anchor it with a strong metaphor or story. Then support it with the logic and the facts.
It sounds like writing to that hidden 95%.
That's the goal. You know, most GTM teams are optimizing for opens, clicks, replies, surface metrics. The best teams understand this deeper layer. They write to the 95%. They meet people where they actually think, with clarity, yes, but also with intuition.
Okay, so how do we structure messaging to actually do that? Is there a model?
There is. We call it the vision, narrative, feeling model. It's designed to mirror how people actually move through decisions, which is often emotionally driven, not strictly linear.
All right, break it down. Step 1. Vision.
Vision is about meeting the moment behind the need. Don't just talk about your product. Illuminate the bigger shift happening in their world. Create gravity by naming that change. Show them the new reality.
So context first, then narrative.
Narrative helps them make sense of all the noise. You organize the chaos, tie the changes, the problems, the potential solutions into a story that feels intuitive, believable. Give them a path.
From problem to progress, basically.
Exactly. And the final piece is feeling.
Making it feel right.
Making it feel safe and right. This is where trust is built, often faster than logic alone can manage. You signal that you genuinely understand their world, their pressures, their risks, and that you're there to help them succeed.
Vision, narrative, feeling. It follows that emotional journey.
That's the idea. It meets the mind where it operates.
Okay, let's make this super practical. How does it apply across different GTM motions? Like outbound messaging.
For outbound, try leading with a truth they've probably felt deep down but maybe never put into words. That creates instant resonance.
Website and product marketing.
Spotlight the shift in the world first, then show how your product fits. Wrap features inside that larger narrative.
Pitch decks. Seems like those are usually logic heavy.
Flip it. Start with a compelling story, a human moment, something provocative. Let the data and features orbit that.
What about onboarding?
Help users adopt a new identity, not just new software. Frame it as becoming someone who works smarter, faster, whatever the benefit is.
And keeping customers. Retention.
Reinforce the original story they bought into. Remind them of the journey they're on and the progress they're making. Keep that feeling alive.
This reframes almost every GTM touchpoint.
It really does. Every single interaction is a chance to connect on that deeper level.
So, a final thought to leave everyone with.
Yeah, just that every GTM motion isn't just about informing or selling. It's a real chance to connect, to create meaning, and honestly, to reshape what your buyers believe is possible for them.
That's powerful. So maybe a little experiment for everyone listening. Tonight, try this.
Yeah.
Take your toughest problem, the one you're really stuck on, and just consciously hand it over to your subconscious before you go to sleep. Just sort of let it go.
You might genuinely wake up with something remarkable. The 95% is always working.
Right to the 95%.
Yeah.
Build for the brain.
And keep creating with resonance.